with your spouse so that you're not going to constantly be on one side of always of sleeping on that particular side, to kind of break that habit. Another thing that you need to break is the fetus position, and for me it's hard too because I love sleeping in the fetus position, but this is the results of the fetus position. This is what to expect, and this is what you're going to get. So again, it's extremely important is to know what damage you are causing to your skin and trying to avoid that from happening. And another one is your sleeping position. Sleeping position is really, really, really big in the damaging. I see a lot of, probably about 10 to 15% of the wrinkles produced, and especially around the neck, is due to sleeping positions. Another reasons why a lot of people forget about their neck is because we put a lot of concentration on our face. And we think that our neck is not exposed to the same type of environment in our face. Now, our body does not get the wrinkles and get the dehydration because we are covered in clothes. And depending on the environment, well, most of the time we're covered in clothes. Unless we're at a bikini, and then we have the same damages as we would have on our face anywhere else on our body. So, again, is the fact that we leave the neck and completely forget is about 90% of all the treatments that I have done over the fact that they completely forgot the neck. And most of the time, only want their neck completely solved, because by the time you forget it, and by the time you realize how bad it is compared to the rest of your face, you're desperate to do something about it, and nothing, except for my Mega Moisturizer Turkey Neck Roll-On, is going to do the repair. So now, what are the most important things that need to happen when it comes to the neck? Well, one of the things that we have is, and it happens to all, is the jaw. This jaw right here. This nice little bump. As you can see on this side, is looking way better already. Now, what makes a face extremely sexy? It makes it contour. This is where the billion-dollar industry of makeup is, to make this jawline bump free. Not only we don't want any bumps, but we don't want other little more bumps underneath this part. So all of this part, okay, so all of this is water retention, okay? It needs to go and disappear. Once all of this water retention disappears, as you can see starting here, you're going to feel, not only you're not going to see this, but you're going to feel a much more tightening experience, because now you have the muscle instead of just the water pulling down on gravity. And this is where the neck is so important in making your features of your face down in your jawline. And every woman forgets that. They put their moisturizer and then they put their makeup. And sometimes they're so obvious that they forgot their neck, not only because of the condition of their neck, but the actual color difference between the face and the neck. Unless they are really brought to their attention, some don't even see that, because all they really do see is this, above the jawline and not below the jawline. And when you're looking at a profile, and especially when you are looking at yourself, the first thing that you will see is your profile has a part of that makes your face much more defined, and that's where the makeup comes in. and they try to adjust and make those things disappear. But why don't we just get rid of the problem again instead of just trying to fix the problem? Now, again, the Mega Moisturizer, as you can see, tightens all of that in front of you as you're seeing it so that the water disappears. So, but tomorrow I'll have water retention again. This is again due to the kidneys, the same as due to the bags under my eyes. Okay, and the same as this bag. So as we fix the problem, we will have less and less repair to do to our skin. So again, I'm going to do another treatment here while I'm talking. I know it's going to be a long video, but I want to show you live. I usually cut it and then show you again, and I don't want to think that I was just another day. I want you to really see live the results. Okay, now again, we do this. Now, a lot of other people forget, besides a lot of women forget, is not only the neck, but a lot of you forget is your forehead. And that's why the roll-on, again, is amazing for that, because it just takes care of those two areas without any extra time, without stretching them, without causing any problems, but actually the opposite. Another thing that is amazing about the roll-on, and it took 2 years of research just on the roll-on, and you can see now all I'm really left now. I'm going to do another treatment of the oil first before the water, and because I took everything out of it, so I want to this is when I know it's reversed than when I'm just applying it. So if I'm just applying layer on layer without taking it off, and I'm just out in a hurry, I just spray it. Now, if I want the results and I want it fast and I don't have time, I just spray it and then I put a layer of it on top and then wait 10-15 minutes, spray it again and put another layer on top, because each spray will help the other layer penetrate deeper into the skin. And but if I do have time and I have at least 45 minutes to an hour like I'm having now, and it's gonna go probably into an hour before all these bags are gone, because these bags are bad, and it's not the first time that I wake up with these bags. And of course, when you see me doing video, I've done this before I do the video. Part of the preparation. Again, don't forget the ear. That's another thing. Forehead, earlobe. How many times I see earlobe stretched all the way down to here? And the Mega Moisturizer takes care of that. And of course, the neck and the neck off the shoulder. That part too is very important. And let's not forget our cleavage. Okay. Now, most important is the fact that, as you can see now, my eye looks more open. My eyes, I look more awake. That once you start getting the condition of your skin that you want to the condition that you want it at, the level that you want it at, you are going to be able to use less and less foundation. Now, of course, the makeup, your eyeshadow, and all the other colors, and the lips, without it, not gonna feel right. Once you do it, once you start, look at me, I permanently did it, so I don't have to do it every day. But the fact is that the foundation by not having foundation. Now, there's a lot of different types of foundations out there. There's some foundations that do repair the skin and gets rid of toxins. Um, but there are a lot that put toxins onto your skin. Most of it is the not is the what the ingredients, and I mean, there are very nice, healthy, homemade cosmetics out there that have wonderful ingredients. There's lots of them that don't, but let's forget about the ingredients altogether and let's just concentrate on the. I want to make sure I gave you the neck. I want to concentrate just alone on the simple fact of the preservatives. Now, one of the major and most important things that you are going to have to eliminate in your skincare is the preservatives. Now, the preservatives are necessary for the skincare, except for Mega Moisturizer. But the ones that do have these preservatives, including some soaps and things like that, the preservatives is what preserves the product from going bad, but at the same time preserves your skin from exfoliating. So we have this conflict then happening that the skin cell now is preserved on top of your layer. And this is what I get, and I've seen a lot. Oh, did I see a lot of this happening? And this is where, again, then they have to have cleansers such as apricot scrubs in machines to get rid of these layers. But those layers were caused by the preservative that was preserving the skincare that now is preserving your skin. So this is extremely important that a lot of women forget that the preservatives is the most damaging of all. The toxins, the ingredients, and everything else, that is another Pandora box to open. But the damage that I see is from the preservatives that have preserved the skin cells from falling off, from exfoliating naturally, and now they need to be brought upon, industrial machinery to get rid of it. And that's what I call them. I call that industrial machinery because it does then cause another damage on top of the damage that's already caused by not having the proper skincare that does not preserve it. So, there is another things that I have noticed with a lot of damage, again, with skincare that a lot of my clients suffered from was the fact not only the cheap skincare saying, well, I don't want it because it's too cheap and I'm going to go for the higher, more expensive skincare. Well, the more higher skincare had inflammatory ingredients, not anti-inflammatory ingredients. They had inflammatory ingredients, and they were very happy to describe that they had these inflammatory ingredients to puff up the under the eye skin so that it would eliminate the wrinkle by puffing it up. Well, in theory, it would have worked great if you were doing an experiment maybe with paint or with something that was an inanimate object. But the skin being a living, breathing, eating organ, um, requires the mentality to look at it as an organ. Just because it's exposed on the outside, just like you see the outside of a car, does not mean that that is what it's going to um, require and be treated as. So basically, what I wanted to bring to the attention are these little minor things that we forget, and then we get the results that we get. Okay, my batteries are telling me it's going low. Okay, so this is about me now. I'm out being ready. Another few more minutes and completely everything will be completely gone, but I wanted to show you again. This is after 49 minutes in my neck. Okay, see you soon.